Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to take just a moment today to talk about the new iPhone 16 Pro Max that I bought. Yesterday, I filmed a cooking video with that phone. I'm videoing with it now in the native camera app. I want you to pay attention to all of the light around me and everything that's going on. This was the setup that I used. Now, this is my fake phone that I use from time to time. And it's just a little tripod that I've had for years and years. It's got the ball head on here that I use, the Joby clamp, and the phone. And all I did was just move this around the kitchen. I set it up on stuff. I put it down on the main countertop. I didn't use anything else but this because I wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to make a video, again, with limited equipment. But I did not film that video in the native camera app. And so I'm going to switch my camera now to video like I did yesterday, and I'll be right back. So now I'm filming in the Blackmagic camera app where, as I went through great detail before, I'm able to adjust some settings. And you should notice that the area behind me is quite a bit darker. One of the things that people said to me in the comments about yesterday's video, and I happen to agree 100%, people said that the video yesterday looked more vivid, and they were attributing that to the new iPhone 16 camera. I don't think that's the case. I think that because I used the Blackmagic app where I could control the light a little bit, as we've been talking about, and, I mentioned this variable neutral density filter. I did use this in about 3/4 of the scenes where I felt like the light was just a little bit too bright and overpowering, even as dark as I could make it with the Blackmagic camera app. It wasn't cutting the light enough. And so I used this inside rather than outside. And I think that really gave me a much better look. Now, I'm going to be honest with you right up front. There are a couple of features on the new iPhone 16 Pro Max that people have made a big deal about. They're going to have probably zero impact for me when it comes to taking pictures or shooting video. They're of no interest to me whatsoever. And so there are a few things now with taking photos that are a little different that I will probably use. And I'm going to make a video about the iPhone 16 Pro Max. In fact, I'm going to record it today, and it's going to go up on my photography channel on Saturday because it's so involved about a number of things that I didn't want to put it on this channel. But I don't really think there is an appreciable difference. If you're using an iPhone 13 or an iPhone 14 or an iPhone 15, yes, there have been some improvements in the camera over that length of time, but I'm going to be honest with you. Any of those phones, even maybe back to the iPhone 10, I don't know, any of those phones are going to shoot pretty decent video and get you started anywhere you want to go. Now, in the Blackmagic app, I am using the DJI mic. It's connected to the app, so it's recording in the phone, and that's why you hear a difference in the audio between where I was at with the native camera app, recording the audio inside the microphone, and then syncing the two things up in post, or being able to just record directly to the phone and using that audio. So it does sound a little different. I don't know whether it's better or not. I don't know, but either one of them can be adjusted with, using filters and things inside of DaVinci Resolve or using Adobe Podcast Enhance. I can adjust the audio any way I want to do it. But moving forward, everything, of course, will be videoed on the iPhone 16 Pro Max because I no longer have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. If there's an appreciable difference somewhere, I'll try to point that out as we go along. But right now, there's really no difference for me as far as creating video. Both phones are almost identical. There are some features coming out. I'm at iOS 18.1, and there are a slew of new features coming out when they upgrade to iOS 18.2. Things that they promised on the 16 that are not available yet until that update comes out. And so we may come back and talk a little more about the phone then, about some things that might be available that aren't available now. Anyway, that's the video for today. Just a quick recap of what happened in yesterday's video, why it looked a little different. Now, I didn't put the filter on today because I'm in a fairly dark environment right here anyway, but I have been able to control the light to get the area behind me darker to help me stand out a little more. That's part of what the Blackmagic camera app can do if you want to use that. Anyway, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other most of the time. We'll see you tomorrow.